Our planet. The planet is getting smaller and smaller. Why? How? Travel. It used to take months to travel from here to here. It used to take weeks to travel from here to here. It used to take days to travel from here to here. Now you can be from here to here in virtually no time. You can be from here to here in a matter of hours. You can be from here to here, from here to here, or here to here. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's traveling. Travel. And it's a big business. It's the largest industry on the planet. It's a business you can be a part of. Travel can take you from where you are to where you want to go. The travel business can take you from where you are to where you want to be. For you, for your family, for others. Planet Marketing. Travel with us.
Hey y'all, hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Super duper excited to be here. Yes, yes, yes. It is what? Thankful Thursday. So come through, come through. Tell me who you are, who you with. We're about to get started. Y'all know what time it is. It is the Business of Travel presents her big announcement. Yay! But y'all know, before we get into that, we always have to have a conversation about, what it is that we do. I always tell you guys that entrepreneurship is filled with limitless possibilities. And I always tell you, imagine having a life where you can enjoy complete and absolute freedom. Nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you how to do it. Nobody tell you where to go, when to clock out, when to have lunch. Nobody tell you when you can go on vacation, when you can stay at home sick, when you got to be there to help somebody out, like your mom, your dad, anything like that. Anything that has to do with your family or loved ones, right? So picture yourself as the owner of your own business, that where you can call the shots, right? That's basically what we're talking about. And that there's no limit to your earning potential, because guess what? You are your own best bet. I tell people that all the time. And not only that, but you have a blast being your own boss. Now, is it hard? Absolutely. But do you make money? Yes, you do. But do you got to hunt for what you eat? Yes, you do. If you don't work, you don't eat. So I always want to tell people to make a positive impact in this industry that we're doing. You can do all of these things, have a blast, make money, and help other people. But what even makes this business even more enticing for the lay person who's just like, man, what do I want to do in life? I'm thinking about entrepreneurship, but I'm not too sure about it, is you don't have to blaze a new trail for this. You don't have to venture into uncharted territory. It is already done for you. It's like a franchise, right? A franchise model. You got Chick-fil-A, you got McDonald's, Subway. All of those are franchises that you can buy into. But unfortunately, you got to have the cash value up front. But with this business, you don't have to have as much cash, but you can still fall in on it, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So you have the power to design a business around your life rather than reshaping your life to fit a traditional business model. Because believe it or not, even as a traditional business owner, you still got to wake up in the morning. You got to go in to work. You got to turn on the lights. You got to make sure you're there before the employees are there. You got to get things up and running, not even that, unless you still the boss, and you might have a right-hand person could take over, but ultimately no one's going to care about your business like you care about your business. So this business is your ultimate key to unlock your door to freedom. So I always like to start out with these 3 things for success when you're going after this pursuit. There's 3 ingredients, and I get this from my coach and my mentor. He is actually the founder of our business, and he shared that the 3 ingredients that you must have in this success pursuit is a burning desire. You must be fueled by an insatiable hunger for success. Remember, I told you, you are the hunters or the hunter. You got to go for what you eat. It's because that drive that you have is going to really drive your bank account daily. So if you're looking at your bank account right now and you don't like the way it looks, then that just tells you your drive got to be on a whole nother level so you can be the author, change the narrative, and make that chapter be explosive. The second thing you want to have is coachability. It's crucial to you because you really have to have the willingness to listen and learn from those who have already paved the path for you. They've already invested in what they know and they made the mistakes, and so they're going to help you. So they're going to invest their time in you, but you got to have the stamina and the common sense, I like to tell people, and just the humility just to receive the word of knowledge that they're giving you that's going to help guide you and educate you towards your goal, whatever that is for you. And number 3, that last ingredient that you should have is a strong work ethic. Listen, if you're going hard in the paint on your 9 to 5, congratulations. That is amazing. That's what you need to do. But listen, how about if you can go hard in the paint working for someone else and building someone else's dream, why can't you go hard in the paint for yourself? So having that same strong work ethic, you just have to be prepared to put in the word, even when you don't feel motivated to do so. So even when you wake up and you stub your toe, or you wake up sick as a dog, you still got to go in the word. You might have a mask on your face, but you still got to go in. That's still the kind of stuff you need as a business owner. Just because you don't have to go clock in doesn't mean you have to work. So the willingness to have that consistency, that's a non-negotiable. You have to have that trait in you to achieve success in this particular venture. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Listen, if it was easy, y'all, everybody would do it, plain and simple, but it's not. So now you see everyone's not entrepreneurs. So I have the privilege and I have the honor, as always, to interview a phenomenal woman who embraced this opportunity and stepped into the future where she just made her dreams a reality. I want to introduce to some, and I want to reintroduce to others, this lovely young lady who is a Central State alumni, and she's also a member of the illustrious Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I'm not going to even go all that. I'm just going to give my shout out to my sisters, Crystal, and give my shout out to my little sister, LaPortia, who are also part of that same sorority. So, hey, sisters. But anyway, back to my next phenomenal guest. I'm about to drop her name, but I don't want to drop it just yet because I want you guys to understand that she does this on a part-time basis, but with full-time efforts, because on a full-time basis, she is one of them ladies that go out there with them safety vests on the construction sites, y'all. She had that hard hat on, that yellow vest on, and she be controlling the game. I've actually got to see it in action, so I get to give you a visual for you, right? So I want to introduce to some and reintroduce to others who are supporting her, none other than Miss Monica, born out of that Buckeye State, right? Ohio. How you doing, Miss Monica?
How you doing?
I am absolutely fabulous, fantastic, and simply amazing. Thank you for asking. But this ain't about me. Let me move myself out of the way. This is about you, Miss Monica. Tell the people a little bit about who you are.
Who I am. I am Monica Bourne. I am a mother, a friend, a business owner now, someone who cares about people's life. And someone who loves to travel. I just want to see the world. I just want to see all of God's graces. And you can't do that from sitting at home. So I just want to see the world and see everything that God created for us. So that's who I am.
I love it. I love it. Listen, she said, you can't see what God has created being at home. I'm going to have to, where's my little thing, y'all? I got to picture, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait, I've been playing with it. Hold on now. Where is it? Let me find it. Y'all know I like little toys and new things that I figure out. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Miss Monica, because that's what I call a nugget drop right there. Listen, you guys, she said you need to be outside to see God's creation, not inside. How are you going to see the natural beauty that he has created? She said she just loves to travel, and I absolutely love that for her. And that just gives me life because y'all know travel is my therapy. But Monica, you said you're now a business owner. So you never been an entrepreneur before?
I have.
Okay.
I have. So I'm also a mobile notary. I'm also a notary public for the state of Ohio, which I actually like to do because I've been a notary. I've notarized at campgrounds, fire station, police station, at schoolhouses, at a country house, out in the sticks. Everywhere you could possibly think of, except on a boat. That's the only place I haven't done. And I love to go boating.
All right, so you have a full-time job, right?
Yes.
You also do notary. You're a notary.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's big, y'all. Just in case, man, it's hard going to the bank and like getting in to see a notary when you can just call and they can just come to your house. It's just very convenient for me. So thank you for that. And being one of the notaries that are mobile, right? And now you're a travel business owner. Okay. Yes. Monica, you are a mom and you help a lot of people. So it sounds to me that you already have a platter. I always tell people, you have a platter when you have more than the size of a plate. And a plate is little, I don't care how big the plate is, 18, but a platter, pretty size big. So that's what you got. And based on that, you already had stuff on your platter, but you just moved it out of the way. And you said, hey, I'm going to start a new opportunity, a new project because of my passion. And I've always heard if your passion, if people is paying for your hobby or your passion, then you need to make it your profit. And that's exactly what you did. So just tell me, with everything that still is on your platter, what drives you? Why did you get your business? Why did you become a travel business owner?
Well, I was booking a trip for a group, and one of the ladies says, well, are you a travel agent? I said, no. And she said, well, do you get paid for booking trips? I was like, no, I just enjoy doing it. I love to see people take a vacation. I love to see people relax. And she says, well, you should get paid for this. And I never thought that maybe I should get paid for it. And then the opportunity came and I just jumped on it. It was a no question whatsoever. I said, I'm gonna do it. I went full force without any thought. And then I prayed. You're supposed to pray first. And it probably was a prayer that I asked God for, Lord, show me or teach me or bring me to the right direction where I'll always be happy. And I found this and I am more than just happy. People don't know, but when I get on a plane and I go somewhere, I cry. And I thank God for letting me see the skies and the clouds. Some people have never seen the clouds from up top. They just look up, but I look down on the clouds. I love to see the ocean because it doesn't end. It never ends. So these are things that I just love to do. It just gives me peace and serenity. And every day I kind of look for a trip almost.
Y'all, did y'all get that visual that she just painted? I have really never heard anyone describe it like you just described it. Did y'all feel that emotion that she is saying with the words that are coming out of her mouth? Like she painted that picture. And I know what she's talking about, but I just never thought to describe that to anyone, but it is so surreal to be able to look at the clouds from above and to see the endless ocean. That's the creativity that she's talking about that God, the creator, has done. And if you ain't outside or if you ain't experiencing, you're not experiencing what he has given us to see. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Monica, for painting. I might have to take that. I'm just going to give you props a couple of times and be like, yeah, I learned this from my business partner. She said, and then I'm just not doing no more because that's amazing. So with that, I mean, you can hear the passion in your voice. So you're not new to travel, right?
No.
What other travel adventures have you been a part of? You don't have to say the name, but
I've been a part of a travel club.
Okay.
And we would just go on trips and I loved it, but I didn't make money off of it. I spent money though. But it's just something to see a different part of the globe. Yeah. You could spin the globe and just point and say, I've been there. And I said, I'll probably want to hit every continent. I wanted to hit every state. So I have a few states left. And I do want to hit every continent before I go to heaven.
Oh, love it. Love it. Absolutely do. I have one continent to hit, and that's the Antarctica. Yes, that's it.
My question to you is, where did Antarctica go?
Girl, That's a great question. And even though it's still on the globe at the top of the map, I actually did Google it to see. But do you know that humans are there? There's a lot of things that are still there, but they don't open it to the travel and tourism like the Antarctic do. One of the reasons is it's easier access to get there. So if you guys don't know the difference between the Arctic and the Antarctica, it does have to do with the water and the coldness of the water. Yeah, the Titanic was a real thing. It just wasn't a movie, right? So hence, for safety purposes, and did I tell y'all she was a safety? I told y'all that, right? So she going somewhere with this. So don't you be that person, but because you can't see it on top does not mean it's not below. And the Arctic is known for that. So it's treacherous and it's a little bit more dangerous for us in travel and tourism just to go and say, we just want to go to the Arctic and have a good time. Versus you can go down by the Galapagos Islands, right, which is next to South America. And people be like, how's the Antarctica so close? Y'all, it's amazing. When she talks about God creation, you can actually visually see this where it's like you're in South America. And y'all know, if y'all ain't been to South America, ain't no snow. Like it's a warm climate. And it's warm, the current is warm, but then not too far of a distance, you go keep on going. Well, it depends on which way you're going. Veer off to the right, and you're down in the snow and the cold, and you're doing a polar bear in all your stuff to get in. So, Monica, thanks for sharing that, because a lot of people probably are going to ask the question, well, what about the Arctic? That's just one we don't even count. We say, Lord, we understand the assignment, and that just ain't one of them. We can fly over it, but we definitely ain't gonna go on it. So thanks for that. So tell me this: how many continents have you traveled on so far?
4.
Listen, y'all, it's good. It's good when you got to think about it.
Well, now they say Europe and Asia are 2 separate continents.
It's amazing. Just like Pluto was a planet and then it's not a planet,
Right. So I've been to Europe, Asia, Africa, and of course, North America.
See, listen, and she still got some more to go. So listen, you guys, it's never too late. It's never too late to get your journey started. It's never too late, even if you have a full-time job. You see, she's doing this on a part-time basis.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, what was the hardest thing about getting started in your business as a travel business owner?
Getting started.
The
hardest thing, honestly, about getting started is to say, take that deep breath and say, this is it. This is it. I'm going to do this, and finally do it. If that means that you sign on just like buying a house. You say, I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house. And then you have the opportunity to buy a house and you didn't sign, or just when you sign on that line, all those pages, and you finally bought that house and now you have a key. So the travel business is you signed on a dotted line, you paid your money, you paid your deposit, and now you have a key. Now, are you going to open a door, or are you going to hold on to that key and just admire that key and say, I have a house? Or just walk through that door, and it takes one step. And when you take that first step through that door and you close the door behind you, then you have a whole lot more to explore.
Ooh, I've never heard it like that. Y'all, where my applause button at? Listen, I got to go back because I've been usually doing hand claps of praise, but now I can actually do it. Listen, your analogies are so amazing. Like, they're so vivid in description. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I'm gonna get a little bit off topic real quick, y'all. But you got a lot. If those who know me should know that I love to do vision boards. It's that time coming up. We're coming up on the fourth quarter. Everybody usually start doing it in the fourth quarter and the first quarter. But one of the things I always say is you got to visualize. You got to smell the air. You got to see it you see it in your mind, listen to it with your ears. And that's how she describing just in regular detail of her experience of just getting on the plane or up in the air, looking in the sky down and seeing the clouds and the endless ocean. And then she just did this analogy about, buying a home. And the hardest part is, going out and getting that major big purchase. Everybody, if you can relate, I want you to put it in the comments that you can relate, because I have know a lot of people that have said that. Even me, when I was a first time home buyer, was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can afford this, right? But we still took the plunge. But she said, what? Take a deep breath and just do it. Y'all see, I got it down there like naked.
I see it.
Yeah, right. Just do it. So, Miss Monica, you are full of analogies. You're full of wisdom. I love the nuggets you are dropping. So that tells me you must be a reader. And I'm saying that because I've been told, and I, know that all leaders are readers, but not all readers are leaders. So don't tell me you're not a reader, girl.
I have to be brutally honest on this interview.
This real talk. Go ahead.
I don't like to read.
Ah.
I could actually speed read.
What?
I could speed read. When I read it, I have to read something like 3 times for me to comprehend. So instead of me doing that, I just don't read. But when I read murder mysteries. This is what
it takes a vacation.
Yes.
Y'all, listen. What? Once I find my laughter emoji, that'll be something. But I just have to throw a train whistle or something. What?
Yes. That I love murder mysteries, but I don't like the gory ones. I like the ones that have a little comedy to them, the ones that's, you can, and I normally solve it before it ends.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm a math person. So my degree is in my degree is in engineering. So with that, I am a math person. So I analyze a lot. I add figures all day just because I like it. I don't use calculators. So that's me. I love that. And I love, it just happens. It's murder takes a vacation. Yes, murders happen on vacations too.
Listen, I'm that's what I'm still stuck on. Like, okay, y'all hear the passion about her travel. She's so passionate. She made it her business. She was part of a travel club, and I've never been a part of those. So she has been giving me words of wisdom and knowledge about, just questions I've asked about it. But now it's a whole nother level. I had no idea. Murder mystery vacation. Like, put in the chat, y'all. Did y'all know that? I did not know. Did not know at all. So I thank you for sharing that. So, oh my goodness, people are like, wait a minute, she's reading murder mysteries?
Yes.
She's no fluff, the real stuff. But I will always tell you, in the business that we do, this girl is right now, or I should say this young lady right now is going through, even though she says she don't like to read, she didn't say she don't read. Because right now she's doing a course that's in our travel business where she's learning more about the travel industry. And it's been a 12-week course, and it's free. Yeah, you come in, you get this lovely didactic of training that you learn. And that requires some reading. But let me tell you, she got that knowledge. It might have taken her 3 times, but she can tell me some stuff. And I'm like, I knew you was in class today, wasn't you? Yeah. And she loves to share it, so she doesn't gatekeep. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. She said, I don't like to read, but she didn't say she doesn't read. This is a successful woman right here on her full-time job, and she's even more successful now in her part-time business. Listen, it is a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, and you want to have your plan A to make sure you have something to supplement what you got going on. But eventually, the whole goal is, when we start out, her ingredients is that she's going to be consistent in it, so she can be the huntress and replace and return that lovely 9-to-5 back to the revenue. Listen, right? That's the ultimate goal, right?
Yeah.
So that she can travel more and experience her passion, but at the same time, educate people. We just had a discussion and a conversation about starting up safety, because she learned. She's a safety person, 9 to 5. And that's like, whoa, Monica, that'd be great if you can share safety tips, because you travel a lot with others, like for solo travelers, family, you name it, staying in hotels and everything. So you guys look for that to come from Miss Monica soon. So I'm going to drop her information at the end so you can follow her and everything like that. But Miss Monica, one of the things I want to ask you, and this is not no secret, But what did you do to invest in your business? How much did it take you to get started in becoming a travel business owner?
$200.
What you say, girl?
$200. So $200 is, for some it's a lot. For others, it's not. People spend $200 on a weekend at the bar, kicking it at the club with their friends. I went to I was out and I saw some of my sisters, and I saw some people, and they were going from bar to bar to bar, and I counted how much money they were spending. I don't drink. I don't drink at all. Period. I drink water. Here it is, right there. But I counted it. I was like, well, $200, I could spend that. I just won't buy those shoes and purse because I like to shop. I just won't. I'll just forego going over there, taking that trip for a little bit, and I'll invest over here. Or I won't get my hair done every other week. I'll get it done. I'll do my hair, a couple times myself. Okay. So I decided to take something away so I can gain something. And then when I start to make a profit, then I can go back to where it is. But I really don't want to. I just want to go ahead and save it to see how it grows.
Y'all. First of all, $200 doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it might be for some people. But she just went ahead and told you what it was for her and how she made the sacrifices. Instead of getting this, she did that. Instead of doing this, she did that. And then at the end of the game, she said she could change it if she wanted to. But now her mindset is about making it, saving it, and investing it.
Yep.
Y'all already heard her. She'd be looking for a trip every day to go on. And that takes what? Money.
Well, I just booked a trip. So I didn't look for a trip today. I looked at some other tickets, but I didn't look for a trip. But I did. I take it back. I did look for a trip today. But I did book my trip. I did book my last trip. Not my last, but yeah.
Yes, she did book
a trip today.
But the coolest thing about it, she understood the assignment. She made a $200 investment, understanding that she loves and she has that passion for travel. So she's going to monetize on that and get paid for it anyway. It just made sense for her to do that. So I applaud you, Monica, for turning your hobby, the passion you have for it, into your profit. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as we get ready to close out?
Where I see myself for the next 5 years, we have what we call directors. So a director is when the 1-star directors, when you have a minimum of 100 business partners that you have developed in some way or form. I expect myself to be a 5 to 7-star director in the next 5 years. And that is a feat that can be accomplished. That is a goal that I have. So they always tell you, shoot for the stars. You just might hit the moon.
Woo!
So I shoot for 7. I just might hit 5.
That's it. If your vision, if your dream, if your goals is not big enough to where it's going to scare you, then you're not dreaming big enough. You shouldn't set your dreams and your goals to be so low that it's going to be easy to hit. You got, what she say? I'm going to shoot for the moon. You get stars, right? Like
I said shoot for the stars, but yeah, shoot for the moon.
Like
shoot for the sun. How about that?
That part, right? To get it done. And that's where she sees herself in the next 5 years. So what we're going to tell you, the quick recap, she invested $200 to start her travel business where she gets paid in coins, money. She was a part of a travel club where they got paid in what?
Points. Points can't pay a light bill.
Points can't pay a light bill. And so with that being said, we're talking about 2 debt-free businesses. And if you want to learn more about what these debt-free businesses are and how you too can learn, we have a free, right? Free, FREE, favorite 4-letter word, informational webinar that's going to be starting in about 30 minutes and a half an hour. So if you are watching this Zoom, what I need you to do is DM Miss Monica, get in her inbox and tell her to send you that Zoom link information so that you can get in and listen to it in its entirety for about 30 to 45 minutes so that you can make an informed decision. Don't take her word for it. Come in and listen to it, get the visualization of it, and hear it like she heard it. All right, so that's at 7:30, you guys. Make sure you reach out to Miss Monica. You get in her DM so she can send you that Zoom link information. Miss Monica, as we're closing out, you got any closing words for the audience?
I do. Write down your goals. Put them on your mirrors, put them on your walls, put them on your refrigerator. And every day you touch your goals. My goals is to see 8 countries in a year, every year. So far I hit 3. The rest of this year I'm gonna hit 4 more. So, and that's gonna be in October. So when I say my goal is to hit 8, if I don't hit 8 and I hit 7, I'm okay with it. So write down your goals, look at your goals, speak your goals into existence, and watch your goals come true. What they say, you have not because you ask not. And if you are a praying person like me, then you ask for everything that you want and you'll get it.
Y'all know I love that. But things are, instead of me saying them nuggets, guys, them nuggets are dropping. Wow, powerful and impactful. So I hope you guys got that. If you didn't, watch the replay, right? Put in the comments, #replay, and let her know that you were listening to the words that were coming out of her mouth. But better yet, I want the people to know how they can reach out to you. Miss Monica, how can they reach out to you?
They can find me on Facebook, Instagram under Cherished Curves. My phone number is at the bottom of the screen, 216-337-2462. Because I'm a mobile notary, I do answer all phone calls.
Nice.
Even if it comes up spam.
Nice.
You also can contact me on my email, borntotrip@gmail.com.
I love it. And if you guys didn't notice, that is her QR code in the top right left-hand corner, depends on which screen that you're looking on, side screen you're looking at. You can pause it, scan it, and voila, you can get the rest of her social media links so that you can connect with, follow, and listen to more safety tips as she's going to start dropping it on her Travel Tip Tuesday edition.
Travel Tip Tuesday.
All right. So listen, thank you guys so much for joining us, taking out time out of your busy schedule to be a part of us. I'm sorry I couldn't see your names in the comments, but I want to shout you out. I see you're watching, so I want to thank you guys again for watching. Miss Monica, give her big announcement. You guys know we love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do but simply love us back. We like likes, we like hearts, and we like shares, because sharing is what? Caring. Yes, you guys be blessed and have a rest of amazing, thankful Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.